Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm Isolina Boto. I work for CTA, the ACP-EU Technical Center for Agriculture and Rural Cooperation. I'm the manager of the office we have in Brussels, as the headquarters are in Holland, in Wageningen. But I welcome you today on behalf of CTA, the European Commission, DEVCO, but also DG Agri, on behalf of the ACP Secretariat, who is hosting this meeting here, ACP standing for Africa, Caribbean and Pacific Group, and Concord, which is the platform of development NGOs across the EU member states. And part of these regular briefings that we have since 2007, you will see that we organize today the number 53 in a very, very important topic, which is the next generation of farmers. So how the agriculture will look like in the next decades and what we will need to have it performing much better, more efficient, but more remunerative, and how to retain those who already work in the sector, and more importantly, to attract new people, including, of course, youth, which have to find it profitable to be in that sector. We are very pleased to welcome, actually, a number of organizations and also people from the field, coming from especially Africa and the Caribbean. We will look a bit at how agriculture across the ACP looks like in the global context compared to other continents, but we will also look at specific cases of successes in business in Nigeria, on the horticultural sector, on branded products from Tanzania. And we will look at the EU experience from COPA, with the organization of the food farming sector in Europe, as well as the CEJA with the young farmers, the European Council of Young Farmers. So this will draw some parallels between what we have learned in the context of the EU and the support from the CAP, the Common Agriculture Policy, and which would be of interest to the ACP context. We have recently had a workshop with the main farmers' organization across Africa, and certainly one of their recommendations was to increase and strengthen their exchanges with their EU counterparts in the farming system, in the technology part, in the investment part, and learn from each other beyond also learning from the different regions in Africa. We are very pleased as well to welcome Winston Stona from Jamaica. We tried to get him a few times here. He's an institution within the Caribbean on the branding products and working now on quality products such as the GIs, the first actually Jamaica GI on jerk. Having said that, I welcome also the people who are following us live. You know that this is recorded, but also people are on web streaming. And as usual, if you have any questions, please put them online and we will just ask the speakers or just the audience. If it's a comment, we will share it widely. The areas we will look this morning will be what are the policies in place we will need at, what type of markets, what type of technology support, and very importantly, what kind of knowledge and how the transfer between generations, because the next farming is not only about youth. In each generation you have young and less young people, how this transfer of knowledge will happen, and what are the key actions that need to be in place to make the sector attractive. So without a major delay, I'm very pleased to introduce Vivanouk Nasunu, the ACP Assistant Secretary General in this house. Thank you again for welcoming us. Somebody was just telling when I was getting in the room that it's a very nice building. So we forget to appreciate that we have a lot of space, and it's always, it feels very much like home. You are the current ACP Assistant Secretary General in charge of trade, agriculture, nutrition, food security, and so on. So really things that are at the heart of our discussions this morning and very important for the ACP group as a whole. You had also previously experience in private sector, in addition to working for other organizations across the ACP. So thank you very much for welcoming us, and I give you the floor for brief introductory remarks. Thank you.